Did they do the Donkey Kong tabletop yet? No.
Called me out right there on the megaphone in front of everybody.
I think Rue is green with envy that we find so many games out here.
Oh man, I'm just putting myself back in that moment. Everyone knows Texas is a big state.
Which means we got a lot of games here, and it's our job to find them. Join us on our epic quest to search for retro games.
And give them a proper home in our game rooms.
The arcade auction's been going on for about 30 minutes now. About 10 machines have been sold. I do know this, that if these machines keep selling at this price, the only thing that we're going to be buying are Cokes from the Coke machine on the way out of here.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We came in at like 9, 8 o'clock here at 8. Wow. And there was nobody here. We're like, so we thought it started at 8, right?
No surprise here, the Mario pinball machine ended up selling for over $1,000. What is surprising for me, however, that it didn't sell for much over $1,000. I honestly think that was kind of low, but I don't know much about pinball machines, so maybe it's right. I don't know.
We've had luck at a flea market. We're thinking about just scrapping the whole auction idea and going to another flea market. But something's just telling me just don't leave yet, hang out, just be patient and wait.
Did they do the Donkey Kong tabletop yet?
No, they didn't move to there. They haven't done they're like slowly moving this way, but they missed the back end.
So it's time to start the bidding on one of the machines that me and Jay have had our eyes on from the very beginning, the Donkey Kong tabletop.
I'm just really hoping that nobody in here is into retro gaming.
I'm trying to be cheapskate and get this tabletop Donkey Kong machine for $100.
I don't have a lot of optimism about our ability to stay in the bidding process on this machine for too long, but you never know. Maybe nobody in here is into retro games.
It'll probably go for 6.
2 1/4.
Keeping my fingers crossed.
Very nice, right here.
Better condition than Sean is.
Yeah, it works. I know. Lot 233, and there it is. What do you give on a Donkey Kong cocktail? Looks like she's working. It's a 2-player. What do you give? How much you pay? Would you get 2? Now 3. 2 would you get 300. 2 would you get 3. Now 4. 3 would you get 4. Would you get $400 bill? Would you get 3? Would you get 400. 3 would you get 350. 3 and a half. 3 would you get 3 and a half. Would you get 50? Would you get 3 and a half? Would you get 350? Where? Now 3 would you get 3 and a half. Would you get $50 bill? Anybody else? 325. I'll take 3 1/4 one time.
A little bit.
3 1/4. Now 350.
I had a cap.
Sure, you're out. 350.
So what was your cap?
3 1/4 here, but get 350, but get 325, but get 350 one more time. 350.
Damn. One of the other machines I had my eye on was this Nintendo Hogan's Alley cabinet. And we're getting around to it.
Gun doesn't work. I tested it yesterday.
Yeah, no, we can get a good deal on it though.
I got 50.
I'm really hoping I can get this thing for about, you know, $25 or so. Man, begging for some change.
Versus Hogan's Alley, lot 187 right there. What do you want to give on our original Nintendo Hogan's Alley right there? What do you want to give on it? How much you pay? I think 100 now, buck and a half. 100 on the bill where? I think 100 to start me off. 100 where?
Starts at 100, no one says anything.
It's one of the first shooting games ever made.
25.
25 whole dollars. And now 50. 25, nigga 50. Total quarter now half. Now 75. Come on, tight pocket, 75.
The guy looks at me and says, "Come on, tight pockets."
No, I'm out. Gun don't work.
Anybody else all letting all done?
Called me out right there on the megaphone in front of everybody. I honestly don't know enough about arcades to know if it's an easy fix or not.
So right here, $100 bill, number 148.
If the gun's an easy fix, someone got a steal on it.
Well, it's not very pleasant in here. They have these giant fans running because there's no air conditioning. This is an abandoned mall. I'm hoping people just walk out because they just can't stand it anymore, which means more arcades for us.
So finally we come down to the last thing that I've had my eye on today. A Tekken cabinet.
This Tekken cabinet really isn't in the best shape, but Jay's a huge Tekken fan.
Like it said,
Point it up.
I don't hear anything. Lights are on, nobody's home. We get $25. 25 where?
Buying a can.
$10 where?
He goes down to 10 bucks.
10.
Now 20, we get 20. Sell a $10 bill, sell it to him before he changes his mind. There you go. Blitz 2000, lot 190.
You know what? If the thing doesn't work, if I can't get it working cheap, I spent 10 bucks on it. I'll take a gamble at 10 bucks. Who wouldn't, right?
Like I said, here's a control panel.
That's the way arcade auctions go.
$10. Jay just scored a Tekken cabinet for $10. I can't believe it. I'm in shock right now, honestly.
So I've always wanted to have an arcade machine, and now I finally have one. Now I just hope I can get it working.
Even if the thing doesn't work, it's worth $10 just from the components, I think. And
I mean, you know what? For 10 bucks, I have the meat and potatoes right there. All I got to do is change out the board, the game board. I can put anything I want in it. I can put Tekken 1. I can put Tekken 4, Tekken Tag, Tekken 3. I can turn it into a main machine, a multicade. I can buy a Donkey Kong board and throw that in there. I can do whatever I want with this thing now. Now, granted, I don't know how to do any of that.
Jay just scored his Tekken cabinet for $10. I'm looking on my phone. I just found a Craigslist ad for a Game Boy, boxed Game Boy for $15. So we're gonna head there now. It's kind of a long drive, not too long.
It's pretty much gonna kill the rest of our day. I'm gonna pay for my $10 Tekken cabinet, and I'll come back tomorrow and pick this thing up.
I broke it down because he told me to. Stupid Jay. He's never been to an auction before, so you know, he's thinking that he's gonna have to pick up Tekken today, and he didn't. So he's like, hey, go break it down for me real fast. Keep what you're going to. Because I saw this and I thought to myself, you know, canvases, you know, at least the plexiglass and, you know, the back piece of wood. So I came out here, busted it down like a Dodongo does in about 5-10 minutes, you know what I mean? Not a big deal. Broke a little bit of a sweat. Turns out I didn't have to do shit. This motherfucker's just fronting. Stutter.
You broke it for nothing?
I broke it for nothing. I broke it, yeah, I actually had to kick it out and I broke my own piece. Broke the canvas off. So now I gotta figure that out.
I think Rue is green with envy that we find so many games out here.
We're catching him slipping, and he's all the way halfway across the country.
Well, he's really going to be pissed off when he sees what we found today. That's really going to make him
Which
mad.
at this point he's already seen it. Sorry about that, Rube. That's just the way game chasing goes.
Sorry, dude.
That's the way of getting caught slip and go.
Sucks being in North Carolina.
Actually, you know what?
Are you gonna call him?
Yes.
You gonna call him and rub it in?
Yeah. We heard that you're getting a little jealous over our finds. You said that Texas is the place where retro games go to die.
Yeah, Lance and I have no clue how you guys stumble upon the stuff every week.
Do you want to know what we found today? Because you're gonna get pretty pissed off. He just sighs.
Hi. I'm not even sure who I talked to, but a Craigslist ad.
Brian?
Yes. Is it okay for the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we didn't like get your address or anything.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Brian?
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Alright, I'm Brian.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. 15?
Yeah, let me
Alright, cool.
let me show you what you're getting here.
$15 for this is great. Love the Game Boy. Never had a box, so the box for the Game Boy has always been something
Sitting
that
in a box for
I've been looking
who knows
for.
how long.
Nice.
Got the Game Boy itself. I tested it out. You're welcome to test it if you want. I just need to put some batteries in. Got the original booklets. Got the 2-player wire to connect to another Game Boy in the original box.
Awesome.
The only thing it doesn't have is the little styrofoam inside because it got a little battery corrosion on there, so
Yeah.
I threw that out.
That's, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. $15 is a good deal. So
Okay.
awesome. So here you go.
Awesome.
Thank you for holding it for me. I'm sure you had some other calls on it.
Now you were the first one, so
Yeah, I appreciate
took it
it.
off the market as soon as you called.
I appreciate it.
Fortunately, the box doesn't have the foam in it. Bummer, but for $15, I'm not going to complain too much about that. I've been wanting the box for a while now. So, yeah, I consider it a pretty good deal.
All right, well, you got my number. If you can think of anyone,
Yeah, sure.
call me up and we'll go take a look at it. So, guys, we're in the, as you've seen, the show and stuff, we're in the market for all that sort of stuff. So, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
If he was a girl, then I would have been at least checking him out.
I would call today a huge success on so many different levels.
$10 for a Tekken cabinet, the scores at the flea market. One of the best game chasing days we've had outside my Flintstones game.
It was a score for me. I didn't enjoy waking up that early, but oh man, I'm just putting myself back in that moment.
It's been a long day, a really, really long day. I'm eager to actually sit down and relax and reflect upon our success of the day. Really, really good day today, to say the least.
You in a rotten mood?
I'm mad now.
You got a Tekken cabinet for $10.
I know, but that fucking tollway bullshit pisses me off, man. It's bullshit. If they were to just get their fucking money and then shut it down, okay, fine, I get that. You got to pay for the motherfucking highway, right? But when you sit there and just rape the public because you're a fucking asshole and we can't do anything about it, you can toll roads.
They always trick you into getting on the toll roads.
Yeah, dude, like that. I went around the motherfucking toll road and it goes right back to the toll road. It's bullshit. And then if you don't fucking pay it, like your bill quadruples. I was like 2 days late. I told lady, I'm like, lady, you're crazy. I was like, I ain't paying this. For 2 days late, nah, it ain't gonna happen, sorry. Well, how about if we cut it in half? I'm like, all right, cut it in half. Stupid bitch. Yuck it up, motherfuckers, both of you. This ain't funny.
Apparently, once the actual toll road is paid for, it's illegal for the city or the state to keep taxing you for it. So what they do is they sell it off to a company or whatnot, and that's who's actually charging you for it at that point in time. I don't pay those tolls. Never got a ticket for it. Never got any sort of charges or nothing. Paid for. And the guy who owns it.
Yesterday we had a great day game chasing. Today, we're gonna go pick up my arcade.
$25. $25 for a 4-player Bucket O'Hare. It's crazy. It's crazy. If I had anywhere to put this, I may have tried to make a play on it. Where would I put it? I'd get killed if Regina came home and this was sitting smack down in the living room. I'd literally be killed.
The Tekken 2, Tekken only went for $125.
Yeah, they did. And that one came on and worked, but it was kind of buried by the fan.
What are you going to do with some of the stuff that passed? Do you plan on putting it on Craigslist or something?
Yeah, probably. I mean, like the Tekken 2 that went for $10, if it didn't sell, I'd have pulled the board out, put it on eBay, probably get $30 or $40 for it.
Testing the thing out, the marquee lights up, but the screen doesn't come on. Don't know what's wrong. The owner is proficient in fixing arcades, and hopefully he can tell us what's going on here.
A certain chassis works with a certain tube.
Right.
And there's no reason why I take it out, because obviously that's why they only sold for $10. Because if it worked, it would have sold for much money.
Right. Apparently there's a board that goes in here that somebody pulled all the stuff out of, and now it ain't working.
I'm pretty sure this is Tekken 2. I think Tekken 3 was a different system board.
Okay. I mean, you might be right. I could be wrong.
Well, yeah, I could be wrong too. I know Tekken 4 is like a...
it's the worst one of the series.
I think it's like a Naomi system though. I mean, as far as the board system goes.
I can hear the
Yeah.
characters that are being picked, I can tell you.
What does this do?
That would put it in test. I can tell you real quick what it is if you want to.
You got a way to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter because it's Tekken. I'm a Tekken nut, so tighten these up. How did you say you tighten these up?
They're probably bent.
Just bend them back down.
Yeah,
okay,
or figure out a way to put like a.
That's easy.
New game came out, that was everybody playing it until they mastered it or beat it or until they realized it sucked. And then they would go on to the next new game. If you want to follow me, I got a test fixture in my office.
And I appreciate your time right now.
Sure. Well, I mean, I always like to help somebody learn something, or yeah, and that's
Comes to arcade. We're both pretty ignorant. He hooks it up, boom, pops right up on his screen back in the office.
Yep, Tekken 2.
He's Tekken 2. Version B, what's that mean?
That was just when they came out with Tekken 2, somebody found a flaw in the game where some character was probably overly powerful compared to the rest. So if you challenge somebody and that one person had that one character, they would win all the time, and people would complain. So they'd come in and come out with some new chip update, or some new version of the board. Like, oh well, you know, don't worry about that. Come out and buy the new Tekken 2. You know, it's gonna make more money because it's more balanced. But yeah, it's got a good looking picture. And so
Tekken 2, that's awesome.
Okay, I said the board alone's worth, you know, I think probably $40-50. You know,
well, I paid 10, so
yeah,
I'm not complaining.
That's why I said I didn't want to be over there watching what some stuff was selling for, because I knew, you know, I already had a headache.
Yeah.
You know, from dealing with the auctioneers and everything. But you know, it all went well. The idea
was that your Mario pinball?
That was not mine. That was theirs. They brought a few things in themselves.
Because I'd never. So he comes back. He puts everything back together for me, and I ask him. I'm like, hey, you know, since this is kind of what you do, can you give me the piece? Can you install it? What's it going to cost me? What's the piece cost?
I mean, usually if we sell them, they're, you know, $45 or something like that if they're working. You know, you can find them on eBay or KLV.
I'll purchase one now if you got it. Do you have one? Do you have a working one?
I wouldn't be able to put it in there today. And I don't work on monitors myself. I have a guy that works for me, Carl, who does my monitor repair. So if you want to leave it here,
leave it. That's fine.
If you want to leave it here, then I can just try to get going and give you a call next week.
Yeah. What's the total cost going to be on it?
I mean, I'll try to do it for, I said $45-50, something like that.
That's fine. Yeah, I can do that.
Sure, he's spending a little more than $10 now to have a fully working Tekken cabinet, but I think before the auction, if you had said, hey Jay, do you want a Tekken cabinet for $60, he would have taken it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I like that. It's pretty good.
Long story short, there's a board that goes from the monitor that everything plugs into, so it plays on the monitor, and someone had taken it out yesterday. So he's gonna get his tech to replace it for me, and $45-50 on top of the 10 I paid, $60 I got a Tekken 2 cabinet.
Somebody pulled a Shady J. Am I right?
Someone pulled a Shady J and Mortal Kombated my Tekken cabinet and fatalityed it and ripped its spine out. So
you know what? I'm fine with that because that means I don't have to do any heavy lifting right now.
Yeah, no, I'm tired. We just ate.
Just gotta figure out now where he's gonna put it. Because have you seen his apartment?
Well, I'm a floating head.
I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure Jay sold our Nintendo and all our games when we were younger. I mean, you can't really blame the guy at the time, you know. We were kind of living like Lord of the Flies. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but that would be a really good comparison of the household at the time. Bunch of kids, bunch of half-naked kids running around starving and shit. Hey, that's a good question. Where were our parents?